Question. Are you not at all concerned about the state of the world? Look at the horrors in East Pakistan. Do they not touch you at all? There's a footnote saying that this took place in 1971 when a war was on in East Pakistan and Bangladesh. And I was in the ashram at that time. We had, no, that was before. They had the Indian-Pakistani war, and they had blackouts and everything in the ashram. But Maharaj says, I'm reading newspapers, I know what's going on, but my reaction is not like yours. You're looking for a cure, while I'm concerned with prevention. As long as there are causes, there must also be results. As long as people are bent on dividing and separating, as long as they are selfish and aggressive, such things will happen. See, here he's descending into something more practical and very useful here. If you want peace and harmony in the world, so you must have peace and harmony in your hearts and minds. Such change cannot be imposed, it must come from within. And this is the understanding of the spiritual attitude towards social change. You can, if you take a social system and impose it on people who are still full of greed, selfishness, and all of those bad qualities, however beautiful your social system is, it will founder because of what's in people. So the real change can only happen when people are transformed. And then it doesn't even matter what social system you use, because it'll be transformed people using that system. This is what Maharaj is saying. Those who abhor war must get war out of their system. Without peaceful people, how can you have peace in the world? As long as people are as they are, the world must be as it is. It's not that the world reflects a bad leadership, the world reflects who we are. It's a complete expression of our state of consciousness. The turmoil, the conflict, the hatred. And that as we grow and evolve, that's transformed. I think it's moving in the right direction. But you can see evidence for both sides, can't you? Some of you will argue with me about it. But I'm a cockeyed optimist. He says, I'm doing my part in trying to help people know themselves as the only cause of their own misery. In that sense, I'm a useful man. He's not doing social work, but he's trying to help people know the self. But what I am in myself, what is my normal state, cannot be expressed in terms of social consciousness and usefulness. His state of consciousness can't be expressed in mundane terms. I may talk about it, use metaphors or parables, but I'm acutely aware that it is just not so. Not that it can't be experienced, it is experiencing itself. But it cannot be described in terms of a mind that must separate and oppose in order to know. So he's pointing towards a state of consciousness that really can't be articulated. He says the world is like a sheet of paper on which something is typed. The reading and the meaning will vary with the reader, but the paper is the common factor. Always present, rarely perceived. When the ribbon is removed, typing leaves no trace on the paper. So is my mind. The impressions keep on coming, but no trace is left. So he's saying the mind creates impressions, but they disappear. Question, why do you sit here talking to people? What is your real motive? No motive, he says. You say I must have a motive. I'm not sitting here nor talking. No need to search for motives. Don't confuse me with the body. I have no work to do, no duties to perform. The part of me which you may call God will look after the world. This world of yours that so much needs looking after lives and moves in your mind. Delve into it. You'll find your answers there and there only. Where else do you expect them to come from? Outside your consciousness, does anything exist? Everything exists within your awareness. Your awareness, the whole world exists within your awareness of the world. It can't be separate from it. Whenever the world is, you're aware of it. Your awareness is there. Question, it may exist without my ever knowing it. This is, of course, into the dangerous area for me because we're getting close to the tree on the moon. as all my friends know, so I will try not to talk about it. But he says, what kind of existence would it be? Can being be divorced from knowing? All being, like all knowing, relates to you. You only know through your own knowing. That's it. A thing is because you know it to be, either in your experience or in your being. Your body and your mind exist as long as you believe so. Cease to think that they are yours and they'll just dissolve. By all means, let your body and mind function, but do not let them limit you. I think that we can work with. Your body and mind are there, but don't let them limit you. There's more to you than that. He says, giving attention to them, to whatever arises, will set your mind and heart and body right. Just be aware. Just keep aware. Be aware.